Hey everybody, it's Roy from Oracle12 and EpicDroid.com. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new Google Pixel 10a. The 10a is an awesome mid-range device that has some serious potential. However, to really get the most out of it and make it feel like it's truly yours, there's a couple of settings that I recommend changing that are hidden by default. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the first 5 things that I recommend doing right out of the box to get this device set up and running perfectly. The first thing I recommend is developer options. You're going to go into your settings, you're going to scroll down to About Phone, and then you're going to tap the build number 7 times. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do in developer options, but the first thing I always do in there is to turn on USB debugging. USB debugging is essential for power users. It lets you push ADB commands, it lets you strip out bloatware, run tools like Shizuku, unlock your bootloader, and even root your device. But like they say, with great power comes great responsibility. There is a lot of danger in running USB debugging and not knowing what you're doing. So just be smart about it, only authorize RSA prompts from computers you actually trust, and make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. So while we're still in the developer options, let's speed things up just a bit. If you scroll down to the animation scales, if you drop your window transition and animation scales from 1x down to 0.5x, or even just turn them off completely, it cuts the visual lag and makes app switching and transitions feel instantly snappy. So item number 3, we're going to be restoring the functionality of your power button menu. Since the beginning of the cell phone era and mobile devices, holding down your power button would bring up a power menu that let you shut off your device. In recent years, they've changed that behavior, so the default setting is to pull up Gemini. Gemini is great and it can do a lot of great things, but I really want my old classic power menu back. To get it back, we're going to go into Settings, we're going to scroll down to System, we're going to hit Gestures, and then we're going to tap the Press and Hold Power Button option. And then the last step is swapping that selection from Digital Assistant to Power Menu. Now that we've done that, holding down the power button gives you that classic restart and power off options that we expected all along. So next up, we're going to turn on Notification History. This one is a massive lifesaver for daily usability. If you're like me and you've ever accidentally swiped away a notification, an email, or a text notification before you've read it, you'll want this option enabled. Go into your settings, go to notifications, and then go down to notification history. Hit the toggle to toggle it on, and from now on, you'll have a running log of every alert that has ever come through your device. To save on battery life without sacrificing usability, we want to be able to adjust how long the screen stays on. So we're going to go into settings again, we're going to scroll down to display, and then we're going to tap on the screen timeout menu. First, you're going to change your screen timeout down to 15 seconds. This keeps your screen from wasting battery life when you set the phone down. So we've all been in that situation where we've been looking at our phone and the screen turns off. Fortunately, Google has an awesome option hidden in the very bottom of this section that keeps your phone from turning off if you're actively using it. So toggle on the screen attention option at the very bottom. This uses the front-facing camera to keep your screen on as long as you are looking at it, regardless of the 15-second timer. Now, I said I was going to give you guys 5 things, but I do have one extra bonus here. I talked about battery life there. The last thing I like to do, and this is item number 6, or it's a bonus item here, but I like to go into settings, go down to battery, and then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit battery percentage to turn that on. That makes it so I can now see my battery percentage up at the very top, and I can tell approximately how much battery life I have left on my device. So these here are all the different things that I like to do to make my device a little bit more my own. It makes things feel snappy, makes them responsive, gives me a little bit more battery life, and it unlocks additional functionality that you don't have out of the box. All of these are great things that make the Pixel 10a an even better device. So in the comment section down below, let us know about your tips and tricks. Let us know what you like to do to your Pixel 10a and your other devices, and we'll give them a try and see if there's something we can cover in a future video. If you have any questions about anything you've seen in this video, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and we'll reply as soon as we're available. If you found this video helpful, please remember to give us a thumbs up and to share it with your friends. And as always, just want to tell you guys thank you for watching, thank you for all your support, and you all have an awesome day.